World War II discoveries kept secret or hidden for decades. World War II, 1939 to 1945, left behind many battlefields, death camps, and artifacts. Underneath this layer of well-known history lies a fascinating world of hidden things and places. Some were lost through time or kept secret on purpose, while others were buried by desperate hands. This map caused a ban. In 1944, while the Germans invaded the Dutch city of Arnhem, 4 of their soldiers robbed a bank. They stole precious stones, coins, and jewelry worth millions today. A year later, the same men were still in the Netherlands. Seeing the Allies closing in, they buried the loot in the village of Ammeren. One soldier drew a map to help him retrieve the treasure at a later date. Somehow, this map ended up in the Dutch National Archives. It was only made public in 2023, but despite official searchers, no one could find the treasure. There are clues. The loot was buried in bread packages and ammunition boxes about 2 feet (0.6 meters) deep. The location is described as under the shade of a poplar tree. But here's the problem. The poplar tree is gone, and where it stood is anyone's guess. This didn't stop unauthorized metal detectorists from buzzing the whole town. Eventually, Ammeren banned the practice. Not only because it annoyed the townsfolk, but there's also the danger that someone might trigger buried World War II explosives. 1. An Irish message for pilots. Not all countries jumped into the fray that was World War II. Ireland stayed neutral. However, still concerned that bombers might drop explosives on them, the Irish came up with a solution. In the summer of 1944, they gathered 150 tons, 136 metric tons, of stones and used them to spell the word EIRE in large, whitewashed letters big enough for airborne pilots to read. Meaning Ireland in the Irish language, the signs reminded bombers that they were flying over neutral territory. In 2018, wildfires swept through County Wicklow. The blaze cleared enough brush to reveal a previously unknown EIRE at Bray. Ironically, it was first spotted by a police helicopter flying over the area after the fire. Above the sign was a faint number 8. This would have been the number of a now-gone lookout post. Every sign, and there are about 83 of them along the Irish coast, came with a post that was manned 24 hours a day to guard against German invasion. 2. A rare German wall stash. In 2021, severe flooding damaged a woman's house in Hagen, Germany. When a family member cleaned the place and removed rotten plasterboard, he was surprised to find a secret hiding space in the wall. It was packed with documents, a revolver, gas masks, brass knuckles, letters, Nazi party badges, a portrait of Adolf Hitler, and a newspaper dated 1945. As it turns out, the cache was a rare discovery. Near the end of the war, many Germans quickly hid sensitive materials when Allied troops marched into their cities. Still, it's quite unusual to find an untouched trove such as this one. Once researchers looked into the case, they discovered that during World War II, the house was the local headquarters of an organization called the National Socialist People's Welfare, NSV. Known for running kindergartens and relief operations, the 12 boxes of materials might now throw some light on the charity's role in the Nazi regime. 3. Lost tale of a count's death. In 2017, a teenager was at Lake Zizierak in Poland when he unearthed old milk cans. The cans contained personal items, valuables, documents, and a German officer's uniform. The authorities identified the owner as an aristocratic Prussian called Count Hans Joachim von Finkenstein. During the war, his family lived by the lake when the area was a German province. Some of what happened to them fell into place when researchers tracked down the Count's daughter, Waltraud, now aged 81. She explained that she and her sister were sent away before the Russians invaded the region, but their parents stayed behind. The Count was arrested by Soviet soldiers in 1945 and later died in a prisoner camp. His wife was thought to have buried the family heirlooms before she was later reunited with her children in Germany. Interestingly, one note in the cache suggests that things didn't immediately go south for the Count and his wife. Written by a Soviet officer, it said, "Comrades and soldiers, please do not harm the inhabitants of this house. They welcomed us." It's unknown why this request wasn't enough to stop the Count's arrest. 4. That's it for today's video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.